Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video immediately you got the notification. I just want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to this channel. Thank you for your great support. It means a lot to me. And if this is your first time here, you're welcome. I'm Amy. I'm a Nigerian immigrant living in Portugal with my family. And here I talk about everything Portugal. I talk about living in Portugal, studying in Portugal, searching for a job and working in Portugal, learning Portuguese language, basically moving and living in Portugal as an immigrant. And all these are literally my family's experience. Some I've shared in this video, in this channel, while a whole lot are yet to be shared. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more interesting and informative videos. You can also follow me on Instagram at Immigrate with Amy. Yeah, I would encourage you guys to watch this video until the end so you don't miss out on all the information I'm going to be sharing regarding proof of funds. They are very important. Thank you. Today, I'll be talking about proof of funds for international students looking forward to studying in Portugal. I'll be telling you guys everything you need to know about proof of funds. I'll be sharing, 3 ways you can show proof of funds in Portugal. I'll also be talking about how much a student should have in his or her account. And also, I'll be giving tips on how to write a sponsorship letter. I believe this video would be of great help to you guys. But before I go into this video properly, right, I just want to give a little disclaimer. I'm not an immigration consultant or an immigration lawyer. Whatever information I share in this video is based on my family's experience, is based on some of my subscribers who recently got their visa approved from Nigeria. But I believe this video would be of great help to you guys. You'll be able to know how to go about with your proof of funds in order to avoid a rejection of a visa. If this is the kind of content you're interested in watching, then keep on watching. So, I would like to start by saying that the Portuguese embassy allows international students to either be self-sponsored or to be sponsored by their parent or a non-relative. I've got this question from some of you asking if someone else can sponsor your education. Yes, anyone can be your sponsor. I remember during my husband's time, he also used a sponsor and the person is not related to us. Yes, you can use anyone as your sponsor. However, there are 3 ways you can show proof of funds in Portugal as an international student. First is by providing or using your personal bank statement. Guys, if you'll be using your personal bank statement, right, I would encourage you to plan ahead and ensure that you have sufficient money in your account and is evenly distributed. What I mean by this is allow money to be coming into your account at least every month. Your family members can be putting some money in your account, your friends, your loved ones, anyone, build your account. But avoid the bulk of the money coming into your account, when you're almost close to applying for your visa. This might raise a red flag, and believe me, you guys should know that these guys are very smart. You can never outsmart them. They are professionals, are well trained. So you need to plan and build your account. Don't just allow the whole money or almost the bulk of the money to come into your account when you're almost applying. That may not favor you. It might raise a lot of questions. The second way you can show proof of funds as an international student coming to Portugal is by using a sponsor. And like I said earlier, anyone can be your sponsor. And I would like to give tips on how to write a sponsorship letter if you would need one. Please ensure that your sponsor gives detailed information about his or her identity and also the location of the funds, like telling or writing the name of the bank where the fund is located and the the account details. I'm fully aware that this information will also be in the bank statement that your sponsor will be providing, right? But it's always good for him or her to also reference this in his letter. The second tips I'll be giving is ensure your sponsor introduces you in his letter, the relationship between you guys and the purpose of your travel. Even though the embassy knows the purpose of your travel by looking at your application, right? But it's always good for your sponsor to also reference this in his letter. And the third tips is ensure that the letter is well dated and signed by your sponsor. These are important tips that should be in your sponsorship letter. The third way you can show proof of funds as an international student coming to Portugal for study is by affidavit of support. Sometimes some sponsor may prefer to provide a sworn declaration document rather than a sponsorship letter, and this is also accepted at the Portuguese embassy. So if this is the case for you, right, I would advise you talk to your sponsor to go to any court in your home country stating that he or she will be responsible for your tuition fees and also your living expenses throughout your study in Portugal. This can also be accepted at the Portuguese embassy. Very simple. However, some of you also reach out to me on Instagram asking how much can a student have in his or her account to show for, proof of funds. Well, the Portuguese embassy doesn't list or state the amount of money a student should have in his account. But from my experience and some of my subscribers who recently got their visa approved late last year and early this year, if you have 4 million naira or 4.5 million naira, if you're coming from Nigeria, that should be okay. Yes, I remember when my husband was coming 2017, he used 3 million naira. So if you have 4.5, that should be very okay for you. Also, if you are not a Nigerian, I think if you do the conversion, I don't know what the conversion is at the moment. I know it's quite high, but if you have up to 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 euros, around that neighborhood, that should also be okay for you for your proof of funds. I would also like to say that if you're on any form of scholarship from the university you apply to, your proof of funds requirements can be lower. You can decide to go for 3.5 million naira for your proof of funds if you're coming from Nigeria. But please do not go lower than 3.5 million naira. The truth still remains that the Portuguese embassy determines who gets a visa issued, and this is why I keep encouraging you guys to try as much as you can to get all your documents well packaged. Yes, to avoid any form of rejection. I have some videos which I've made previously. There's one that has to do with, the documents required when applying for a visa, and also the document that you should legalize or authenticated. I'll be leaving the link up here in the card and also on my description box, so that if you haven't seen that video, please kindly sit down and watch that video so that you'll be able to, know the document that should be legalized. I also have a video where I talked about the things you should avoid when applying for a visa as an international student. I'll be leaving the link up in the card here and also on my description box, so that if you haven't seen that video, you can also watch it. It could be of help to you. These are the information I have for you guys regarding proof of funds. I hope you enjoy watching this video. I hope you find it useful. If you do, please do not forget to give a thumbs up. It helps my videos greatly. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click the red button and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any video I post on my channel. I wish you guys the best in your visa application journey, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.